Everybody, working on my mud bug, but first I'm going to show you my motor situation that I've worked on. Takes forever to try to work on a motor like this style here, and so what I came to do to find out is to hook a throttle cable. You really can't do anything down here. These holes are too small. You add something to it, it doesn't work right. It's a kind of a deal that you can hook up down here. You don't really can do that. Came to find out the best thing. See, I got all these little things here you can hook your cable to, you know, and you got a deal here where you can put the screw and tighten it up on your linkage and stuff like that. I came to find out the holes on here are too small. So what I'm going to have to do, I unhooked the throttle on here. It's real simple. You don't have nothing hooked to it on these model of engines. You just keep it unhooked, and it works just fine. And you got your little thing here with your stop. And what I'm going to do is bend my throttle cable, and I'll stick one of them in there, and that way I know it won't pull through, you know, the linkage. But this is what I'll show you real quick. This is one of the cables I use just for demonstration. If any of the holes on your carburetor linkages are too small, you can't put one of them on there, you bend your cable. Show you real quick. You put it in the hole, and so to make sure it stays there, you'll have to probably bend this a little more and stick one of these that'll do hickey things on there and tighten her up, so that way you know for sure that it's not going to pull through and you're not riding wide open or something. It shouldn't. It's got a return spring and stuff. But this is the trike, what I've done. I had to put some spacers in here on both sides. Got the new shocks. Got spacers on each side like this. Anyways, nice brand new tire. The shocks are a little bit bigger, but they would do. They're adjusted to the weakest point. See, all these little things are like your adjustments. You can turn it, and it will actually make it stronger, so it's not so weak. But these were off eBay. I have to get some bigger washers for here. What happens if they're big enough, this will all come off here. Like this one here, they got bigger washers. Not a whole lot to say. That's how they're connected anyways. You know, you got the frame, that's how they're bent. And then you got put some hand grips on here if you want. This is to support your fiberglass seat, and then you put your rubber grip on here. These here kind of go underneath here to support the front part of it. And then you also got, I believe, yeah, you got two holes here that actually wrap around like a clamp type thing, plus you got the back. So right now I got the rear part of it being fixed for the motor. And this is real easy, simple. It's nice because it all splits. That thing will be like that. Way out here, the time I get the 4 bolts put back on here and tightened up. And then we'll have to figure out what belt that takes. And if I have to go to a longer belt. But over here from previous videos, that's the differential bought from Stanton. Shined up the carrier, bearing carrier, Z-base, the spindle, the differential, and the sprocket came from Stanton. Brand spanking new. The only changes there are on something like this is the disc brakes. They're not the original MTD one was bent up. One nice thing about them is it's got a key. They're keyed, the same as this here. This is keyed all the way through. You can see, got a key all the way through to the hub. The spindle's all keyed. You've got these little things here you can tighten up. Plus, you know, you got this, I put on this to make it a little more tighter so you could tighten up the bolt or the nut here. And that's kind of, it's not a, I don't believe it's a peerless, it's differential axles, all it says on there. But get them off of Stanton and Company. They're like $200 some. This is 1-inch shaft. Here's my other one. My jack shaft, brand new. You can put these stoppers on here. That's a 5/8 and it's keyed, so it's not going to spin on you. This is on there. It's got a key in here. You could see the key, and you could put a lot of these collars on here like that. Then the bearing would go on the frame. You can do that. There's a flange on here. Oh, they came. There's flanges. If that's something you would like to do, it just makes it so your bearing doesn't come out of the frame, out of the hole. But I think that's it. That is it for now. There's my other engines, my Briggs & Stratton motors. Here's that one. There's another one I'm working on. And here is this one, an HS40. Just redone. This is off the mini bike I have. But that is it for, this video. Thanks for watching.